Haven't done this for a long time. Come on, dude. Okay, sorry. So anyway, we're at the legislature, where else? And I just want to start. I was in court this morning. There was a guy that pulled a boxing knife on me, or cutting knife, whatever you want to call it. The knives that they use on 9/11. And hey, want to start pulling boxing knives? We'll let the courts handle it, because I don't think that it's legal, or the citizens should be very, very concerned once a meth head uses a boxing knife. By the way, speaking of meth heads, it was a meth head that called 911 and said there was a 10-year-old that jumped off the walking bridge the other night. So to all you people that were very concerned, even a lot of people approached me on the street, it was a meth head that made the phone call. Now, let's go back to this guy. There's a warrant out for his arrest. This James Humble. I showed up in court with DOG a few weeks ago, and this James Humble was there, and he didn't have a lawyer. They told him, you go to legal aid. And this morning I showed up in the courthouse. The sheriff directed me to the wrong room, but that's okay. They're good. Next thing you know, I had to wait. There was about 7, 8 meth heads that I seen. They were all with their head down, and their head down in shame. And at the end, I stayed right till the end. So I asked the counsel about James Humble. At the end, there's a warrant out for his arrest. He didn't show up in court. Now, it's just like when I tackle the Minister of Public Safety, the Minister of Justice, Ted Fleming. If you want to know the verdict, or want to know something, you have to show up in court. Now, there's about 10 to 15 people, which I emailed the Chief of Police, Montagudet. I told him off 2 weeks ago. I said, if you can't handle the job as being police chief, get the hell out of there. Because if there was a warrant out for Charles LeBlanc, they would be at my door. I'm okay. Don't come out. Sometimes these people see people screaming out front. They're screaming at Higgs. Anyway, hold it. Focus, Charles. They would be at my door in about 5 minutes, and that would have been that. Now, going back, a lot of meth heads seen me in court. I didn't want to be there, but I just want to see if justice works, which it doesn't. And the meth head that seen me there, which I didn't want to be there, but you have no choice, that's what Ted Fleming said, are they going to come after me on the street? We will see. But what the police should do, and what the justice system should do, is when there's a warrant out for an arrest, they don't never put the sentence. Because of the Privacy Act. But if they put a warrant out for person arrest, they say, oh, I'm a meth head, I have mental illness, that's against the Privacy Act. You can't do that. But I'll tell you one thing right now. There's a warrant out for an arrest of James Humble, which I'll admit, I seen the cops going around town. But if somebody out there get their throat sliced by him with a box I'll get it wound up here. A box cutter? Well, you know what? The Fredericton police should be sued, and the justice system, because they never give the public an alert of there's a warrant out for people's arrest. So anybody there's a warrant out for their arrest, it should be public. Leo G, let's get the hell out of here.